The research problem second step is literature review. Here we will see the process steps, structure, type, source, recording, and the purpose of the literature review. Here we go. Literature review is the identification of the ability, motor ability, interest, the identification of the talent, muscle fibers, expert opinions. It is the activity that involves with the content investigation. Here, content means factor, effect, variable, purpose, functions, value, occurrence within the time. It is a documentation of the published and unpublished work from the primary and the secondary source of data in the specific area of interest or related to the research. Here is the we can only do the literature review within the confined area of our research. It is an extensive survey of all the parts studied relevant to the field of the investigation to find out the problem that are already investigated or those that need to be investigated or identification. It gives us knowledge about what other have found earlier about the related research field of study and how they have done so far. Here comes the steps of the literature review. These are 6 steps. Number one is finding and searching. First, we go find the content of our interest. Then we thematically organize the content that we understand and we underline or concisely gather it. Then we go for further reading and we come to know about more and more content and add it into our thematic organization. The things become the code and the codes become the more or less concept, the major concept, the sub concepts, and then we write the sections, the integrated section forms, and this the review of the whole content has been occurred. The structure of the review literature is the introduction, body, and conclusion that are present in the written form. The introduction consists the quick idea, or it gives us the quick idea of the topic of the literature review, such as the central theme or organized pattern. The body includes the discussion of sources from where the data we collect, the organization, how we organize it chronologically according to the trends or the themes are methodologically explained. The conclusion and recommendation, it concludes or what it concludes, from where it concludes, it has been included in the conclusions. And recommendation comprise of the references and the bibliographic content. It also includes the topic sentence and first statement. The topic sentence is the main claim or key point for the paragraph, and the first statement is the statement of the evidence from the literature. The type of the literature are two: critical and allied literature review. Critical one is the one which are critical to the content that we have investigated, or it is basically directly towards the topic that is under investigation. And the allied are the peripheral one, that is, it may be in context of some other information but has some of the area of our interest. Sources of the literature review are the primary, secondary, and tertiary. The primary sources are the one that the original author, has developed by themselves, like the theory or conduction of the server experiment or the result that he has originally done. These are the primary source that are published literatures, or the secondary are one which are not done by the author himself but by reported by the other persons for the ease or for sharing of their knowledge about the journal or the specific interest areas. It is more valuable because sometimes we come to know what they are going to infer to us about the specific content, so we get more than one idea. Here is a look of what a primary, secondary, and tertiary source is for the research. It can be the report, thesis, email, conferencing, proceeding, company reports, published, unpublished manuscript, resources or interview about our specific interested area in the form of primary sources, and in the form of secondary sources, it could be the newspaper, book, journals, interest, government publication, and survey. Where in the tertiary sources, these can be the indexes, abstract, the catalogs, the encyclopedia, dictionaries, and bibliography. The recording of the literature review is more suitable method of the recording, and it usually helps with the card system. It occurs, and two sets of cards are used: the source cards and the note card. The source card is 3 into 5 inch. The note card is 5 into 8 inch. The bibliographic information like the author, title, publisher, copyright, and web address are written on the source card, while the actual note taking down information about the topic, the fact about the topic, are written on the note cards. The purpose of the literature review is to gain the background knowledge of the research topic, to identify the appropriate methodologies, research design, research method of nursing concept and technique for analysis, as we come to know what the earlier researchers have done in the research and with which method. So we come to know which method we must follow. To identify the data source used by the other research, it point a way for the further research. It able us to see what has and has not been investigated. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel if you like the video. Give a thumbs up, share. Thank you for watching.